she wouldn't have been Chrisean Rock today. I was surprised she was doing all of these things, knowing that I just defended myself along with her hindpox and came home from it. To knowing that
he's acting like he's a victim.
Quickly jumped ship without any respect, any communication.
On your name.
It was devastating. It was devastating.
Supposed to be like a Ronny documentary or just an interview? I'm confused. I feel like, you know, he practiced a little bit for this documentary / interview. I don't know. Leave in the comment section your thoughts on this. I think he's just getting good at what he does. Being around us too long.
Me and Chrisean, at the time, up until Junior was born, me and Chrisean had a really good relationship. We had a really good relationship as far as understanding each other and not crossing boundaries. I was around Chrisean this whole time up until Junior's birth. Also working out here. They were doing a lot of the Crazy in Love in Baltimore. Around the holidays at this one specific time when Junior was possibly conceived, Blue was at home with Jaden. Chrisean was with me. Picked her up from the airport, staying at Red Roof Inn as much as I can. Stopped staying there when the money ran out. Went to go stay with one of my homegirls. Her name AJ. AJ's my homegirl. We used to go stay at her. She used to have a spot on Light Street, Baltimore City, downtown.
The one you allegedly messing around with now?
So.
No, son, let me stop. So she's basically, I said she, he sounded like a she. Chatty Patty. He's basically trying to say that he was seeing Chrisean Rock when she was coming into town to see family and friends probably, and she was pregnant. But when she had the baby at the hospital, that was the last time he saw 𝗪𝗓𝗔𝗧 until 2 weeks ago when he ran up on her in the mall. And we all know that 𝗪𝗓𝗔𝗧 is like a year old now. So pretty much when she had that baby, little did he know that was going to be the last time that he saw Chrisean Rock until he inserted himself into the picture and forced himself to see Chrisean Rock a few weeks ago. And that was the first time he saw Junior or 𝗪𝗓𝗔𝗧 in the flesh.
Say this, Flight. I, for the longest, was convincing myself that Junior's not mine. Until it came to my understanding from people within the Chrisean Rock, you know, the Chrisean Rock team. It came to my understanding like,
listen, nobody can convince you as a young man, okay? You ain't acting too grown, but a young man, you know, in this life, nobody can convince you that a stranger's on social media that you look like Junior, and that's a possibility. People put a battery in your back, gave you enough rope to hang yourself, and now you're walking around here like a bat out of hell, going crazy, looking like what you probably was doing, but it's now on steroids where you're ruining your life and your freedom. But don't let yourself think for 1 minute like you're some follower, which you definitely are, actually, in my opinion. But don't sit here and tell us that the reason you're here now harassing Chrisean Rock is because of the audience. It's because of the content creators. It's because of the bloggers and the vloggers. You're here because you want to be here. You're here because you are having, you know, things that are going on in your life, you know, that we all go through. People deal with them differently. And you're trying to piggyback off of what you can get from Chrisean Rock, period, point blank. You made somebody make you
But then
believe
I
it was
started paying
yours.
attention how
somebody made you believe it
certain
was
things were
yours.
addressed and how certain things were went about. And it started to raise red flags. It started to raise my concern. And
boy, bye.
it started to make me think, like,
I can get some money off this.
Is it a chance of him being wrong? Because at first, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was forcing myself to not pay attention to it, to ignore everything that's going on. But as of lately, I've been developing somewhat of what I believe to be a spiritual connection with Junior. And I personally feel like the reason why I can't just sleep and lay down and not worry about it
because you trying to get this money.
He's my son.
Okay.
But I know that it's my job to find out if he's my son or not.
If it's your job to find out it's your son, why are you doing it on social media? You got to do this through the courts. Nobody on social media can help you. They can't even give you no type of legal advice. Matter of fact, that's against the law for someone to give you some legal advice, and they're not even licensed. Okay, never went to school for it. So you're playing. You might be playing on other people's time, but you ain't gonna play on my community's time.
Because I wish that she was able to work with me as an adult. So he was born September 3rd, 2023. I seen Chrisean September 2nd, 2023. I was with her right when her water broke. She never started acting a specific type of way until Junior was born. But Chrisean is the type of person, whenever she starts to lack control, she starts lashing out. I'm not a controllable type of guy. That rubbed her the wrong way, and things, I guess if you want to say, escalated. To be famous that bad that she's willing to disregard Junior's biological father to...
Would you blame her?
Attach him to Blue in hopes of staying relevant, in hopes of staying famous. But what she lacks is an understanding that if she be a mother to the fullest extent, the fullest capacity, and she be Chrisean Rock like she's always been, she's going to be successful. She doesn't need Blueface to be Chrisean Rock. She's already Chrisean Rock, but she's such a die-hard, loyal type of girl. I feel like she admires this guy so much for what he did for her career, as far as putting her on the next level, the next pedestal. She can't move over him. She can't move past him because she's a loyal type of person. She may not be loyal to you in a sense of, oh, I ain't gonna get it. But if you do something highly beneficial to her career, she will do right by you, and she will respect you, and she will walk on eggshells when it comes to you.
So there we go. Ronny, you can't offer her that. You know Blueface can. So in knowing that, and look at how she has gotten you by ignoring you, you're like a bat out of hell. Why don't you just go on with your life? This sister is not thinking about you. You said all of what we now know that you understand. She's trying to keep that fame, who her name is, which will always still be her name, but maybe to her, it won't if she's not having any affiliation with Blueface. You're not Blueface, you'll never be Blueface, you'll never probably be as big as Blueface. And that's what she's looking for. You don't exude that. She's, you're her past. That's why they call it the past. That's why they call it the ex. You got to move on, bro. It ain't that serious. You got to do it.
And that's just the type of person she is. So that's why I think it's potentially so hard for her to just come out and like, hey, this is Ronnie's kid, because now we got her $1 million baby is going to
Oh
go
boy.
from allegedly $1 million baby, whatever, to a $0 baby. And it's kind of disrespectful and it's kind of degrading because why is Junior's value going to zero just because he's my son?
It might be yours. He said
still
she,
$1 billion
oh Lord.
baby.
He said, why does the value of Junior goes to a zero, not to $1 billion baby, just because he's my son? That's what schizos do. They start to have conversations with themselves and others and make them believable. Boy, bye. Take your medication.
Still $1 million baby. He's just not a Blueface baby. So what I'm not understanding is why people keep trying to play my intelligence. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. And I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna address it. However, I need people to stop telling me I'm clout chasing. I need people to stop making me feel like
Ronny, you are clout chasing. I have to say it. And I approve that message.
less of a man for trying to establish paternity. Whether the paternity is in my favor, his favor, they favor,
Ooh, child, he got loud.
favor. Once I establish the paternity without it having anything to do with Zeus, I can move on because I got my clarity. But right now,
you're talking loud.
No brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. Until I see the paper saying that you are or you are not the father, I'm not going to chill.
Okay, easy
Junior,
killer.
When I was at the Arundel Mills Mall, Junior was in that mall in a baby outfit, right? But Junior ain't had no blanket. Junior ain't have no coat. Junior ain't have no hoodie. It's cold inside on Black Friday. It was cold inside.
Calm down, killer.
Junior's out there with nothing, man. He ain't got no blanket. He ain't got no heater. He ain't had no stroller. And it's concerning when people are keep excusing this baby boy's health with a messed up individual. People are sitting here making it seem like it's okay for the way that this girl is treating Junior. This girl dead wrong. She's not addressing this kid's health. She's not taking it serious.
All right, he's doing too much. Let me just say this to you. It's going to be really sad, and I'm talking about when people see Ronny anywhere that they know of this story that he just managed to pull off, that this ninja is crazy. Because if for any reason, which I doubt very much that is his son, and if it isn't, I still wouldn't retract the statement because it was never my business in the first place to know if it was or not. What CashApp does behind closed doors is not my business. That is not the kind of commentary I do behind, bedroom doors. But Ronny, you need to really fall back because you are going to really ruin the little name that you might still have left of whoever Ronny stands for. It's just going to be thrown out the window, honey. You won't have nothing to rebuild on. People ain't going to take you seriously. You're going to be like Bonnie Lachey, the man who never had receipts and was lying through social media to try to come up off of an ex that made it in the industry. And that's not a good look for a dude. It really isn't.
Girl had this baby with the intention of keeping the baby ain't going to keep the money is going what's keeping. Don't let that go over your head. And I'm not going to lay down and be the man that be like, oh, I'm not on the birth certificate. Kid's expensive. It ain't my problem. No, because Junior is suffering. Junior is suffering every day. He around her family. They full of molesters, rapists, killing. But Chrisean telling me her granddad used to make all of them. No, her grandmother used to make all of the girls lay down in the bed in a gown with no underwear, letting their grandfather go play in their goodies. Chastity Malone, or whatever her name is, Chastity has the CPS looking for her right now, as we speak. Chastity got the CPS looking for her because she can't keep her kids from eating dope. Chastity got charges from the Child Protective Services of the state of Maryland, whoever charged people. The CPS is looking for her right now because she liked to let her kids eat dope. Public record in Maryland, you can case search somebody by their first and last name. Chastity allegedly has charges for letting her kids eat heroin cut with fentanyl. She has charges for letting her kids eat methadone. And this is the individual that y'all have around Chrisean, that y'all have around Junior. And I'm supposed to be all right with that? That's just one individual. We got another individual who's highly red flag. Tessa, her sister Tessa. Tessa act like she the chef of Chocolate City. She be through Longwood and Dukeland. She used to have a little house in Chocolate City in the Jacks. She used to sell dinners out her backyard. Tessa is so messed up in the head. She tried to discipline her son, and it resulted in her biting his nose. Her son lost skin from his nose because his own mother bit his nose. This is some crazy shit.
Let me get this clear. You're trying to get Chriseanrock away from the family. You're concerned about your alleged son, Chriseanrock, and getting him away from this toxicity. Okay, I follow now. All right, I get it.
That's because I can't just sit and let Junior suffer. I got a call from somebody. Somebody say, yo, your baby mother in the mall, she got your son. Boop, boop, boop.
You just peep game what he just said? His baby's mama, as in Chriseanrock. Boy, you are schizophrenic.
Pull up to the mall, walk around the mall a few times, never seen her. I got a case going on of me trying to establish paternity, trying to serve her these papers. She's evading these papers, which is why she called the police on me. I can't directly serve her, so I'm trying to have someone serve her. That was my attempt at the mall, which was blown out of proportion, which is all over the internet. So, she hit me. Excuse me. So my cousin hit me. He like, yo, I see your baby mother. I see Junior, they in the mall. Hang up on him, go to the mall. Walk around the mall a few times, didn't run into her. It just so happens that I checked my Instagram DM. When I checked my Instagram DM, there's a text saying Subway Hanover, which is the subway inside of Rundle Mills Mall, which is where I found her. She basically talking to me from a third-party account. She makes fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. She makes fake pages, like, comment, share from fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. That's what she does. She knows how to work social media. So what she did at Subway, She sent me the DM saying like, yo, go live. Why is a burner account telling me to go live, telling me Subway, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, somebody running a play on me. I know this Chrisean. Telling me to come to Subway. I know it's Chrisean. Telling me to go live and look for it. I know it's Chrisean. I go to Subway, guess who I find? Chrisean.
He probably didn't know you.
Went into the storage room in Subway.
Time has went by.
Tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bunch of footlongs, Italian herb and cheese, wheat bread, flat bread, all that shit. She tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bro. Footlong. $5 for the long.
Boy, crazy.
Oh, they hit me with the rack of bread, man. So that's why I had my phone out, because it's he say, she say. So now it's your word versus my word. So fortunately, had that phone out, showed everything that happened. And if anybody goes to the video on my page, you can see when my arm, like when the camera shakes for a second, that's when I got hit by, you know, the rack of bread. So her friend Crystal was there. Crystal was holding Junior. Crystal walked from the back of the Subway, which is where like the cleaning and sink is and all this extra stuff. She walks to the registers and passes Junior over the register to the rest of their posse in an attempt to make it seem like, oh, I'm trying to grab him, like I'm trying to swab him, like I'm trying to do anything aggressive to Junior. I never attempted to grab Junior. I never attempted to touch Chrisean. I completely kept my composure and kept my hands to myself. Chrisean starts pulling the Uno reverse. I don't know you. I don't know you. Security. He's harassing me. He's harassing me.
Well, you was.
So we behind the counter in Subway. They putting cheesesteaks together, Italian cold cut, chicken bacon ranch. They putting together. Why are we back here? We don't got no business back here. We're loitering. We're trespassing. Let's dip. I'm the only logical thinking adult. So I say, you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with Subway. They trying to make footlongs. If we ain't getting no footlongs, let's get up out of here. So we got up out of Subway. Okay, cool. We find the nearest entry exit point. Arundel Mills Mall, to the point now, is set up at every perimeter with security and police due to the rise of crime in DC, Maryland, Virginia, especially with our youth. The crime is crazy right now, and it's only going up. So, long story, I say all of that to say, I went to the mall. You have to provide an ID or you can't be in there. 18 or over to be by yourself, 21 and over to have people with you plus ones. If you're not 18, you're not coming in the mall. And that's what it is. You come in there if you want, you're gonna get locked up for loitering, trespassing. Play if you want. They're not playing out there and they're gonna lock you up. So we go to the nearest exit entry and there's a security and police. She tells the police, he's harassing me, he's stalking me, he's harassing me, I don't know him, he's harassing me. So now, I'm like, I'm appalled. I am like highly, and when I say highly, I mean highly disappointed. I watched this girl say she don't know me. I watched this girl say that I'm stalking her, harassing her. And I watched this girl talk to the pigs in my face all at once. Yes, I was devastated, disappointed, angry, frustrated, hurt. I was all of that. And she got security and law enforcement involved. At that point, when they got involved, I had to de-escalate the situation. I'm on probation. If I catch any charges or get in any criminal contact with the police, you know what that means? Back to the slam and no MC Hammer. Already been there. I'm not going back. Somehow, that situation, so when she went to the police and the security, they initially knew who she was, Chrisean Rock. She had her chains on, all that. The security guard knew she would protect her. Boom. From the gate, he getting physical with me, putting his hands on me. Move, 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 move. Let's go this way, let's go this way, let's go outside. Threatening me to come outside, saying he gonna do this to me, gonna do that to me, gonna do this to me, gonna do that to me. Where I'm from, we don't talk.